Hey y'all, it's Naturally Unique. Just want to give y'all an update on a couple of things since it's been a while since I uploaded a video. Haven't had a lot of extra time, but my natural anniversary did just recently pass in August, so I just wanted to come and show you guys where I'm at with my hair as far as health, as far as texture, as far as heat damage, as far as length, whatever you guys want to know. I have been getting a lot of questions. And excuse my voice, I'm a little under the weather, but I've been getting a lot of questions as far as, did my hair return back to the same texture? Did I have to chop it off? What did I do? What products? Just a lot of questions. So I'm going to try to touch base on a lot of those questions. So first, let's start with the heat damage. So I believe now it's been about a year and a half, a little more than a year and a half, because it was not last February, but the February before that, I decided to go out to a Dominican shop and get a Dominican blowout. It was my first time getting my hair blown out since I was completely natural. It looked really good. The lady gave me a trim. It looked really good. She did a really good job straightening it. But I say maybe about 2 weeks later, I go to wash my hair, you guys, and it was just like still straight, like I had a relaxer, like no texture at all. I washed it over and over and over, it wouldn't return. So after doing research, I found out that I had heat damage. And those of you that have been following me the whole time, you guys, know all about that situation. There's also videos that you guys can refer to. So through that course, to get through that, I wanted to chop it off, but my sisters, they're natural too, so they're just like, no, don't chop your hair out. You can just be patient, trim a little bit at a time, do transition styles. But before I did my big chop out transition, I can say the heat damage and the transition of hair is really different. Because I really struggle with the transition of hair, my hair tangling, everything. But the heat damage, I have to say, I didn't really struggle a lot with that. It was a little spot in the back of my head that broke off. And I, I ended up eventually just trimming it all even. But that was after a year going by. So this is the texture now. And this is a week of not doing anything to my hair except for wearing a puff. So as you can see, I do have my texture back. Back kinky and whatever else you want to call it. Now, I do have a few pieces. I think this might be about 1 inch long. Maybe more than 1 inch. I can't measure. But this here, I got that piece. But if I wet it and, mess around with it, I can hide it in some of the other thick hair. And then there's a piece over here somewhere. I can't even find it. That is the same thing. So I could just snip that off. But then I'm going to have, hair that's shorter than the rest of the hair. Because when you blow dry it out, then it's, it's all a 0-degree angle. It's all even. So that's the heat damage. So this is proof. Your hair will get back. Just got to be patient. Do your treatments, take care of it, trim your ends, and wear protective styles. The whole winter, we did a protective style challenge, me and my sisters. We mostly did braids, Havana twists, and crochets. We did a lot of the crochet braids. So that really helped us get a lot of growth. I'm still taking the Nature's Bounty hair vitamins as well. So, of course, that helped as well with the protective styling. Just trimming a little bit at a time, not, being too heavy-handed with it. So I think my hair is pretty much the same length as it was before I got it blown out, because I would say altogether, I probably cut altogether about, I'd say a good 5 inches off of my hair, gradually. As it grew out, altogether, the hair I had to chop to get rid of the damage, altogether was probably a year's growth, so it was about 5 inches. So now that I don't have that issue to worry about, I'm really interested in seeing my results, and how my journey will go now since I've gotten over that hurdle. So that's the heat damage part of it. So now that I'm 4 years natural, I get a lot of questions about what products to use or what products do I use. When I first started off, I was a product junkie, but after wasting a lot of money, I see what products work for me and what don't. And the products that I use, I'm not going to say they are like 100% the best, nothing better out there. But from my experience in the products that I have used, it's the best out of what I've used. So it's not a lot of change I've done to my products. So still using Giovanni's. My favorite line is still the Smoothest Silk. I still use organics every now and then. I've recently used the Giovanni Smoothest Silk shampoo also. So I got the Giovanni Smoothest, I can't even get it out. Giovanni Smooth as Silk shampoo and conditioner. And then the Giovanni's Direct Leave-In, I still use that. Using Jamaican Black Castor Oil to keep my scalp moisturized. And still using Shea Moisture, like for my twist outs or whatever. Or pretty much just whatever I get my hands on. Because as far as styling creams, to me, they're all about the same. I mean, Shea Moisture, I feel like I get a lot of moisture the first couple of days. And then, after that, I feel like my hair is kind of dry. So I don't know what's in there. It's like there's something sticky in there. So I don't know what's in there. So as far as my twisting creams, it's just whatever I have. It's either Camille Rose Naturals, the Shea Moisture, the Eden's Body Work, or even sometimes Cantu, just because I got all of them, and I go back and forth using just whatever I get to first. So I'm not really big on that. Don't do a lot of twist outs and braid outs anymore because I'm lazy. Doing a lot of puffs and crochet braids. I actually just took my crochet braids out. Now what I'm going to do now, I am going to do a flexi rod set. And I already have a tutorial video up of how I'm doing, but I am going to change the size. I used the red ones before, but I have the gray ones this time. And the first set I got of them are the long 10-inch ones. But I ended up having to go to another store because I didn't feel like I had enough packs, because I bought 6 packs of them. And all of these just spilled out. Anyway, first I bought 6 packs of them, and they have 6 in them each. And I didn't feel like that was enough, so I went back and I got 2 more packs. So these are the first set I got. And they're 11 by 16 of an inch, 10-inch flexi rods. And then these are the little short ones, but it's still the same size, 11 by 16 of an inch. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to use the same stuff I used before, which is the Lock and Twist Gel by ORS. And same products. Only thing different that I really put into my routine now is when I went like this and I've been lazy with my hair, I finger detangle my hair before I wash it and section it and put it in big twists with this right here. You can just use any cheap conditioner that's like kind of between watery and creamy, just because it'll help detangle your hair really good. And when you wash it, it doesn't mat up and, just a big mess. So that's my heat damage. That is my, products that I'm still using. As far as tips, only thing I can say is just be really careful. Make sure if you're not doing your hair yourself, there's nothing wrong with going to the salon, but just make sure that, you have a relationship with the person that's going to be doing your hair, where they understand what your hair goals are and what you're trying to do. Things that you don't want in your hair, things that, you do want in your hair. So, you got stylists out there that feel like they know best, and that may be true, but you don't know what's best for that particular person, because everybody's going to be different as far as what they're trying to do. You might have some customers that want their hair heat trained, so they want a lot of heat. You might have customers that don't want a lot of heat in their hair, or maybe just completely against heat. So make sure you got somebody that understands that. Make sure you have somebody that understands your hair texture and understands that being a natural stylist doesn't mean just blowing your hair out every time you go to see them. It means knowing how to do protective styles, knowing how to treat your hair, knowing how to trim it, knowing how to keep it healthy. As far as me, I still go to the shop every now and then. I can't even remember the last time I went, but I mostly do my own hair because, like I say, I find that my hair is like always healthier, always grows better when I just do it myself. It's not that I'm putting a lot of expensive products in it. It's just that when you're doing your own hair, you're gonna take care of it. So I just find that my hair just does a lot better. And then lastly is a lift check. So we can get a good lift. And I feel like the front of my hair is always shorter. I'm gonna put a little conditioner on here just so we can get a good view or a good stretch out of it. Cause of this fro, it'll really fool you into thinking I don't have no hair. And of course I got shed hair because I've been lazy. So I'm gonna just saturate this really good with conditioner so I can show you guys my length. After 4 years and 1 year of damage chopped off. Okay. So I say all this mess down here need to be just chopped off, but anyway. Alright, so this is the front. No, I don't have a ruler, but it's right here to my cleavage now. And that's the front. I'm just gonna leave that because that look really crazy. Let's get a side piece. Get a little side piece. And let's put something on this right here. Alright. Okay. And as far as my side, about here to my cleavage also, so bam. I'm just gonna do it back because that should be the same. I don't feel like. Alright, let me get a clip or something. Clip this up so y'all can see. Alright, so let me put some conditioner on this. And now I got this black shirt on, so you can't even see as good what my length is, but you get a good idea. Alright, so back is right, boom, right there. So we're pretty much back, and I don't know how good it's gonna do to see my black hair on this black shirt, but it's somewhere down there. So there's my length check after 4 years. I'm gonna go ahead on and wash it, detangle it, so I can do my flexi rod set. So that's gonna be my Saturday night. And I'll come back tomorrow and show y'all my results. Kind of interested to see how good it's gonna look with the bigger size roller since my hair is a little longer. But anyway, just want to check in with y'all, let y'all know we all in the struggle together. No, it ain't no struggle. Just want to let y'all know I'm still on the journey with y'all. Still here. So I'll check in with y'all in the next video, and don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. Bye.